CEOs of public companies, you want to double your stock price, you want to raise capital watching this video, I'm going to be talking about something very important. I'm going to be talking about missing the boat, fear of missing the boat, and how that can help you increase your stock price. Look, they call me the $1 trillion man. My name is Jack Marks, in case we haven't met, in case you don't know me. They call me the $1 trillion man because I've helped create over $1 trillion in shareholder wealth over the last 25 years, helping CEOs just like you, even mooch bums like some of you guys watching this, increase their stock price, double, triple their stock price, and more, and raising billions of dollars for their companies, creating thousands and thousands of jobs, research products that have changed lives around the world. One of the things that's very important in order to make a stock go up, okay, one of the things that's extremely important is to use the power of FOMO, FOMO, as the kids call it these days, fear of missing out, old-fashioned greed and fear, to create market support for your stock. How does this work? I'm going to share a secret with you. Look, whenever I introduce a new stock to our audience, Wall Street Reporter's on a new company debuts on our platform, I really personally, I hope not everybody buys the stock. My goal really is to create a lot of watchers. For sure, certain people are going to buy the stock, and right away, it's almost inevitable. It's pretty consistent that stocks tend to pop at least 25, 50% first day on our platform. Sometimes they double. We've had stocks triple in 2 days after their debut because people know we bring winners. But my real goal is to get thousands and thousands of eyeballs watching your stock. I want thousands of people watching your stock week after week, and I want to grow that watcher list. Why is that? Very simple. Because look, if you have an interesting story, you have a compelling story, not everybody is going to buy your stock. We know this, right? A lot of these people, my goal is to get people watching your stock. I want them to watch. Maybe they'll watching their hands are folded or whatever. They're sitting on their hands. They're watching your stock. What are they watching for? If they're sophisticated, right? They're watching to see, hey, is this guy for real? Because they don't really know you that well. You're just a stranger. You're just some, I don't know. They don't know who you are. You have a great story. But look, if somebody's been around the block, they've heard countless stories for all sorts of mooch bum CEOs that never deliver on their promises, right? You have all these investors watching your stock, thousands of eyeballs upon your stock week after week. Now, what happens is, if you happen to, by miracle, if you actually do what you claim you're going to do, if you actually deliver on your promises, imagine that. It's shocking. But yeah, a lot of you guys don't. A lot of you guys just don't know how to execute. And if one of those, stop watching. This thing is not for you. It's not for you. But if you can actually execute, achieve milestones, then what's going to happen is those investors who have been watching, they're going to turn into buyers. Now, of course, those milestones, when you achieve those milestones, our goal is to really amplify those events. So whether it's with our CEO interviews, with news amplification, all sorts of stuff, basically to get massive attention on your stock. And as a result of this, when you achieve those milestones, you're going to have thousands of eyeballs on your stock, and your stock price is going to be going up. So those watchers are going to be buying at higher and higher stock prices. Do you get it? Okay, here's how it works. Hey, in case you don't, I'll make it very simple. You achieve a milestone, right? Let's say your stock starts off at a quarter, right? You got some people buying the stock, it goes to 30 cents, okay? When you do our live stream interview, you say, look, we're going to achieve X, Y, and Z, because one of the questions I'm going to ask you is, okay, what kind of news flow can investors expect from you in the next 6 months? And you're going to say, hey, we're going to achieve A, B, C, X, Y, Z, right? Now, if you manage to achieve A, B, or C, whatever it is, every time you achieve it, you're going to come back to our audience on one of our interview programs, live streams. You're going to talk about it. And generally speaking, in almost all cases, your stock price will be going up as a result of those new milestones increasing your valuation, right? So now your stock price is no longer 25 cents, no longer 35 cents. Now it's 40 cents, 50 cents. So those watchers, the thousands of eyeballs, again, we're building your audience. We're constantly getting you in front of new eyeballs. Each week, a couple 100,000 new people with our new syndication programs. They're watching your stock. And now all of a sudden they see your stock moving up. Fear and greed kicks in. It's natural. It's natural human emotion. That's what moves markets, fear and greed. So now your stock is 75 cents. Okay. Momentum buyers come in. They see, oh, it's moving. Then again, we're waiting for the last of those watchers. Some of those people are not going to buy it till you achieve not just A, B, and C milestone, but X, Y, and Z. So now your stock price could be $2, and that's when they're going to buy. It's fine. Okay. If they want to do that, good for them. But the point is, if you've been following along, is that the goal here is to have new buyers at higher and higher prices. That's the idea. So the idea is that if when you go on a Wall Street portal, we get you for thousands of investors. We build your following. The goal really is to have a lot of eyeballs on your stock. Not just the initial buyers, but to have a lot of new eyeballs watching it. So that when you start achieving milestones, when you execute, that's when the real buying kick comes in. Because the problem for most companies, the real problem for most public companies is that even when they have good news, they execute, they have great news, nothing happens to the stock. The stock price doesn't go anywhere. Why? Nobody's watching it. If a tree falls in the forest, right? If this tree behind me fell and nobody knew that it fell, if nobody heard it, did it make a sound? That's a great question. If the tree falls in the forest and nobody hears it, did it make a sound? It did not. And you don't want to be in that situation where all this hard work is going to waste. All this hard work, all these achievements are going unappreciated, unknown, unappreciated. Do you want to be unknown, unappreciated? Or do you want to be a legend? It's up to you. It is up to you. So if you want to be a legend, if you want your stock to be legendary, you want to have an epic 10x, 100x type achievement for your stock, get in touch with me, Jack Marks at Wall Street Reporter. See you at the top.